Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ines, and this is where we talk about all things spirituality and healing, and a safe space where we can feel the feels. So today I wanted to do a grounding and shadow work meditation with you guys. It is nearing the end of January, and there has been a lot of energy shifts, a lot of changes, a lot of triggers. I feel like a lot of people, as we awaken, we're doing a lot more healing. There's a lot more people going through fear, a lot more people awakening to the truth of the world, which is part of the fear that's being caused. And there's a lot of anger as well about just everything that is going on in the world. And I feel like a lot of people are angry as well because it feels like there's nothing we can do. And every time we try to do something or speak up against it, it's almost like we get attacked and shut down, whether it's by our own shadow thoughts, our own insecurities, our own irritation, or outside forces like people who don't see the same as us, who think we're overreacting, being too emotional, too sensitive, or perhaps it's people that are not wanting to see it from your perspective and are still very much driven by their own opinion. So this meditation is an exercise to help you sit in those annoying energies of irritation and rage and transmute them into more compassion and empathy for the world. And on the screen, I am going to show you this emotional chart. And if you think about duality, I want you guys to understand that with duality, you have both the light and the shadow side. So as we progress through our spiritual process, our journey, our healing, our ascension, you're going to notice that a lot of these light emotions bring out a lot and trigger a lot of your shadow emotions. So you want to honor both. Because if you don't have anger for the crappy things going on in the world, then do you actually have compassion? Sacred rage is a way for us to get stuff done. And a lot of the times, the stuff that we want to get done is the things that we're empathic or compassionate towards. I always like to say love and fight, not love and light. Because the way our world's been going is very much like a prison. It's been very much like we're stuck in the narrative of we have to feel a certain way or there's something wrong with us. And I believe that this whole love and light movement makes you feel crappy about having compassion towards others' suffering, about having and wanting to help others feel better. And there's so much love and light that you can pass around, but at some point you kind of have to start dealing with the issues yourself and doing the actual healing instead of just saying love and light, love and light. So how do we go about doing this? It is through experiencing and honoring all of your emotions. It is through sitting with them and recognizing what emotions are working for you and what ones you are wanting to change. And if rage and anger is one of the emotions that you don't want to feel anymore, then you want to sit with that and you want to try and understand, why do I feel this rage? Why am I irritated? Once you start talking to your emotions, the light and the shadow side, you're going to start understanding more of your compassionate and light side. Your shadow emotions literally teach you how to wield the sword, and your light emotions are your extension of the sword. So until you understand the shadow parts of yourself, you're never fully going to be able to embrace the light parts of yourself. So as we start exploring the shadow side of our emotions, so that we can let go of the things that keep us stuck, and we can move into the emotions and the energies that we want to feel more of. Understand that this isn't always an easy process, processing these lower vibe emotions, but they are necessary to empower you, to build you up. And if you really are trying to get to 5D, if you don't do your shadow work and you don't recognize your shadow emotions and you don't understand how to utilize your shadow emotions to help you, you might never actually get to 5D. 5D is about mastering duality. It is about being fully empowered and using all parts of yourself. There's a lot of us that are doing a lot of energy work, both on personal level, on generational levels, and on community levels. So whether this means that you are transmuting energy for collectives, or perhaps you are teaching your knowledge and wisdom to people. Some of us have a lot of different areas of energy that we are required to be a part of. And sometimes this doesn't allow us to have a moment to breathe. So this is your reminder to take a moment and to breathe. If at any point you feel overwhelmed and you feel like you want to scream or cry, please pause this video and do just that. Honor your intuition, honor your soul, honor your physical body. Whatever it is that you want to do as you process emotions, do it. I wanted to record all day today. I have a bunch of videos I want to record, but I want to stay in my bed, meditating in a calm energy under my weighted blanket. So I am making that work, and I am doing my meditation differently today than I had originally planned. And that is me honoring my emotions. This past weekend, I had a lot of anger, irritation, self-loathing, self-sabotaging that I was going through. And I felt horrible because a big part of me was like, I already did all the shadow work for this. I get I'm purging, but when is it going to end? So what I did was I honored what I wanted to do, what my body was asking for. And my body was asking for me to let out these ugly emotions, to purge them, to let go of them so that I can move on. And now I'm feeling much better. And today, even though I want to do a whole bunch of things, my body is saying, sit still and take in a deep breath and just breathe. And instead of rushing that energy, I am honoring the emotion of staying in the calm, celebrating the purging that I've just done, and being present in the moment. And a big part of healing, ascension, and shadow work is trusting your intuition to lead you. You can pick up on whatever other people say, especially if it triggers you, if there's something there that you're curious about, if it pulls you in. But at the end of the day, if you're not listening to your intuition, and if you're not honoring what your mind, body, and soul are asking of you, you'll never really get as far as you can. If we're constantly taking dictation and advice from other people, we're not honoring our own spirit. We're not listening to ourselves. And a big part of spiritual healing and any sort of healing in general, however you go about it, it is about listening and honoring what it is that your spirit, mind, body, soul is asking of you to do. So remember, energy is all about mental, emotional, and physical alignment and health. And if you want to be in your best, most powerful, light and love and fight self, then you need to continue honoring exactly what it is that you are being asked of. And this meditation today, I am hoping will help you center and ground more of yourself. I'm hoping that you'll be able to look at your emotions, both the light and the shadow. And I am hoping that you will be able to understand more of why not to push your emotions away. One ugly thing that I learned the hard way is that the more you suppress certain emotions and the more that you pretend like they're not real, like they don't exist, the more that they're going to eat you up inside. And there are clinical terms for what I'm about to say, so if you'd like to explore that, I suggest you do. But a lot of the times when we hold on to this emotion, which is energy, it comes out in different ways. Whether your energy is affected by emotion or mental or physical first, if you avoid this energy and healing and processing, recognizing these energies, they are going to attack all three parts of yourself. So for me, for example, it usually starts with the emotions. On an emotional level, if I hold on, or energy affects me first on an emotional level. And then it goes into my mental, so it rewires my mental programming, and then it comes out in the physical. And if you'll notice, a lot of us that are doing healing, that are doing more spiritual awakening, doing ascension, growth, doing our own kind of spirit healing journeys, you'll notice a lot of us are tired and exhausted. And that is because we have suppressed and held on to so much energy without properly processing it, that it is quite literally coming out in physical form. It's almost like it's manifesting into physical form because there's so much happening at an emotional level. And I'm going to end this meditation, this exercise, letting you know that no matter how ugly the parts of you that you're supposed to face are, facing your ugly is what shows you your beauty. Facing the shadow emotions is what shows you where your light is. If you do not heal the things that hurt you, that you have been holding on to, then you can't necessarily make room for the new things you want to feel. So before you start manifesting and you start going for a new life, take the moment right now to pause, to be in the present, and to recognize all parts of yourself. You can analyze, or you can speed through it quickly. You can come back to it later. But be in the present. There's our past selves that we're not happy with. And then there's our present that's getting rid of the things we don't like. And our future is at our doorstep waiting to come in. But right now we're in this present moment of healing. And until we face our full selves, we're going to have a hard time recognizing all the glory that is at our front door waiting for us to come in. If you have any questions or need any sort of assistance with processing emotions, with talking to your emotions, with any part of your spiritual growth and healing, please leave in the comments or email me for privacy, and I can address that in different videos or in the form of visual exercises and meditations. Remember to journal. As things come up, feel free, and I highly suggest that you note them down and connect more through your higher self. Connect more with your higher self through this shadow processing and shadow work. I love you guys. Happy healing.